I've been a business broker for 12 years and sold hundreds of businesses. But I've seen people spend 2 years looking for a business and never buy one, just burning time and cash. It's really hard to navigate buying a business. So that's exactly why I've created the Business Acquisition Blueprint. It's a live free masterclass for serious Australian business buyers who want to become acquisition ready and actually buy a business, actually get information from brokers and sellers. During the session, we'll cover off on how to develop a clear acquisition strategy and avoid the mistakes that prevent most buyers from ever completing a transaction. We'll also discuss how to identify the types of businesses that align with your goals and how experienced buyers evaluate opportunities before they make an offer. We'll look at what buyers should be doing before they start approaching brokers and sellers, including funding pathways, acquisition criteria, and market preparation. And we'll explore the key risks that buyers often overlook when analysing businesses and the questions you should be asking before progressing to due diligence. We'll also discuss deal structures, negotiation considerations, and how sophisticated buyers think about reducing risk during the acquisition process. Most importantly, we'll talk about what it means to be truly acquisition ready and how to position yourself as a credible buyer so you can move fast when the right opposition appears. And if you're serious about acquiring a business within the next 12 months, I just encourage you to register. Mistakes that serious business buyers make before acquiring a business. Most business buyers don't fail because they lack ambition. They fail because they make a handful of predictable mistakes long before they ever sign a contract. People spend years searching for a business and never buy one. I've seen people buy the wrong business and regret it almost immediately. And I've seen people make acquisitions that completely change their lives for the better. The difference often comes down to a series of decisions made right at the beginning, because buying a business isn't a single decision, it's a series of decisions. And over the years, I've noticed that the same mistakes appear again and again. Mistake 1, having no investment thesis. Most buyers, they don't have an acquisition strategy, they have acquisition enthusiasm. They know they want to buy a business, but they haven't defined why. Are you looking for a lifestyle business? A cash flow business? Is it a growth opportunity? A bolt-on acquisition? Industry consolidation? Diversification? Without clarity, every opportunity can start to look pretty interesting. But before you search, ask yourself, what outcome am I trying to achieve? What type of acquisition aligns with that outcome? The key takeaway is to know what success looks like before you start searching. Mistake 2, asking the wrong question. Good businesses don't always make good acquisitions, and average businesses can sometimes become exceptional acquisitions. Most buyers ask, is this a good business? The better question is, will this acquisition generate the returns I'm looking for? Bought at the wrong price, under the wrong structure, with the wrong objectives, can still be a really poor investment. So ask yourself, what return on investment am I seeking? Does this align with my budget and funding capacity? Is that realistic? Does this opportunity align with my key objectives? The key takeaway here is that the goal isn't to buy a good business, it's to make a good acquisition. Mistake 3 is not being acquisition ready before approaching opportunities. Many buyers assume their first step is finding a business. It isn't. Their first step is becoming acquisition ready. Because when the right opportunity appears, sellers and brokers will quickly identify whether a buyer is ready and prepared. Do you have an acquisition criteria? Funding capacity, professional advisors if appropriate, a clear acquisition strategy. Without those foundations, opportunities just often disappear before serious discussions can even begin. So ask yourself, am I acquisition ready? Could I move quickly if the right opportunity appeared tomorrow? And what would a seller see if they evaluated me as a buyer? The key takeaway here is that the best opportunities go to the most prepared buyers. Mistake number 4 is underestimating owner dependency. You're buying a business, not the person who built it. And some businesses are highly transferable. Others rely really heavily on the owner's relationships, their expertise, or daily involvement. And not just involvement, but what the owner really does behind the scenes. There's often a distance between the story and reality. So ask yourself, how much sunk time does the owner really put in? Who drives sales? who manages key customer relationships, who makes critical decisions, who solves the major problems, and perhaps the most important question, what happens if the owner leaves tomorrow? If the answer is that the business struggles to function, you've identified a significant transition risk. So the key takeaway here is that the more owner dependent the business, the greater risk after settlement. Mistake number 5 is not getting past the gatekeeper. The gatekeeper of information should have everything you need to make an offer. And in most cases, the gatekeeper is either the broker or the seller. So if you're someone that gets frustrated at not getting information straight away, that's a sign your expectations might need a bit of a reset. Do you know how many tire kickers brokers deal with? And of course, sellers want to keep as much of their information secret until they trust you. Fortunately, that's quite easy to achieve in about 30 minutes of preparation, when buyers just show a tiny bit of initiative and provide things like a brief commercial bio, summary of their financial position, a paragraph of why this business could fit them. You will stand out and information will start to flow. Mistake number 6 is focusing too much on price and not enough on structure. One of the biggest misconceptions in acquisitions is that the negotiation is all about price. It isn't. Great acquisitions aren't always won on price, they're often won through structure. Terms matter, transition support matters, vendor finance matters, earnouts matter, risk sharing mechanisms matter. Two buyers can pay exactly the same price for exactly the same business and achieve very, very different outcomes depending on how the transaction is structured. So ask yourself, what structure reduces my risk? How can I improve this transaction? What would help create alignment between the buyer and the seller? The key takeaway here is that structure can be more important than price. Mistake number 7 is waiting for the perfect deal. There are no perfect businesses and there are no risk-free acquisitions. Sophisticated buyers understand this. Less experienced buyers often become trapped in analysis paralysis. The objective isn't eliminating every risk. The objective is understanding risk and making informed decisions. So ask yourself, am I being prudent or am I avoiding action? What additional information do I genuinely need? What happens if I never act? At some point, every acquisition requires conviction. So the key takeaway here is that great buyers make informed decisions, not perfect ones. If you've ever recognized yourself in any one of these mistakes, well, these can be avoided with the right framework. And if you're planning to acquire a business in the next 12 months or so, the quality of the decisions that you make before you buy will often determine the outcome long after the settlement. So again, that's why I've created the Business Acquisition Blueprint. It's a live webinar designed to help Australian buyers become acquisition ready. We'll walk through acquisition criteria, evaluating opportunities, financing pathways, and all of the practical steps that you can take to move forward with confidence. Attendees will also have the opportunity to complete our buyer readiness assessment, helping determine where they currently sit in their acquisition journey and what their next steps should be. If you're really serious about acquiring a business in the next 12 months, please come and register, and I really look forward to seeing you there.